Yeah, I'm Johnny Villanueva. I am originally from North Carolina, about 10 miles, about 20, 30 miles south into the middle of nowhere from Greensboro, central North Carolina. I am 24 years old. I grew up, camping on the property, grew up on 87 acres.
My name is Bryan Nyhof. I'm 32 years old and go to Moody Bible Institute. Me and Johnny here are totally lovers of adventure in every way possible.
Coming up here, I'll be moving to Southern Asia as well with Johnny. And
so we met at Moody Bible Institute, where we just finished. I turned in my last paper yesterday. So yeah, we're both in the same major, that being TESOL, teaching English to speakers of other languages. I'm
actually
also
pronounced TESOL.
Depends on who you're talking to.
You're talking to me.
When you're talking to Bryan, TESOL. When you're talking to me, also TESOL, but when I'm talking to you, I don't know.
So anyway, it's teaching English as a second language.
Or speakers of other languages.
That's
which includes English as a foreign language. It's all inclusive.
We have the same prop, but we don't pay attention.
What are we going to talk about now?
Our relationship. What is our relationship? Well, I think our relationship is pretty awesome. Unique.
The reason I have the fire hydrant here is just to...
It was in the background.
Yeah, it was in the background and I thought it'd be distracting.
I'm not sure why you picked it up.
You gotta take those risks, man. Right. Because otherwise you can lose. I mean,
right. But at the same time, I think there is very clearly a physical aspect to things, and I think we'll do pretty well in that. I mean, we're generally pretty fit guys. Oh, I'm fine, man. How are you doing that?
No, it's getting harder. What are we at?
Anyway, what were we? Oh, we were gonna brag about ourselves.
That's right.
Yeah. Do you want to brag about yourself first, or?
Sure. Not really, but sure. I'm decent at soccer. My team, we just won the national championship for the NCCAA Division II. So play soccer. I'm pretty fast. I'm a two-time marathon finisher. I missed Boston qualification by 57 seconds, which was kind of a big bummer. So
what is that Boston?
Thing
is that
it changed now, but
he's got fantastic athletic abilities. For me, it would not be so. I love hiking. I'm good at it.
Hiked the Annapurna Trail in a significantly short amount of time.
Yeah, it's supposed to take 14 to 25 days. I did it in 11 days. As I was hiking it all the time, the nationals were like, where's your friends? And I said that they were back in America. They were actually wondering where my friends were on the trail, because they highly recommend that you go with somebody. But honestly, that's not really my style to work as a team. I work alone very, very well. And so the whole thing with Johnny and I is that since we are very much men that I think are cut out of the same cloth, it'll work very well. As far as the only concern I have is just keeping up with Johnny when it comes to the flat areas where he wants to run. I'm the type that can do like the dog trot for miles, where he can pretty much just run. Beyond that, so I had one weekend I shot a 8-point buck with a long bow, left-handed, and then the next weekend I shot a 5-point buck, right-handed with a compound. So I'm pretty dang good with bow.
Very true. I have been spend a week in the Dominican Republic, a little, trip working with people in sugarcane villages, kind of just basic humanitarian mission trip, but kind of really short. And yeah, anyway. So there, Mexico doesn't really count.
That was vacation?
Just, no, that was another mission trip. Up into the
mountains?
A little, almost on the edge of the desert, like right on the edge of the desert, right before the mountains. Anyway.
Were they excessive desert?
Huh?
Never mind.
Okay, let's see. Then I've been to India a couple times. Yeah, so spent some time in south central India. I've been to the Netherlands and spent some time in Israel, and spent a little over 2 months living in Rwanda, Kigali, Rwanda, East Africa. Teaching English to rural national pastors that came in and wanted training, and then also got to go out into the bush, into the mountains with them, to see where they lived and that kind of thing.
Yeah. Thank you, Johnny. We appreciate that. All right, let's look at this camera over here so that we can get a different angle. All right. As for me, let's see. I lived in England for 2 years. I've been to Greece. I've been to France.
Are you gonna keep your arm here the whole time?
Do you mind it here?
It just seems. No, I don't.
Well, I don't know.
Cool.
I just
Keep
feel
rolling.
buddy time here.
Keep rolling.
I've been to Italy. Okay, Western Europe. Pretty much, I've been to every dang country in Western Europe. What I did is I decided I wanted to see all the major cities.
What'd you do in Germany?
Like the capitals. Well, I actually have relatives in Germany.
No, what'd you do in Germany?
I visited my relatives.
Did you do any cool things in Germany?
Okay, I went to Berchtesgaden, and they've got Mount Volsman. And beyond that, I've been to Israel for 5 weeks. Let's see, I've been to Nepal, I've been to India.
How long were you in Nepal?
I was in Nepal for 3 months. Show as far as like culture shock and stuff like that, Johnny and I won't have any problem with that. We traveled all over. We love traveling all over. We love hiking. We're both very good swimmers. I put myself as advanced. We grew up, our family grew up having a pool, so we swam every day in the summer for sure. Yeah, and just not afraid of. Do you have any phobias at all?
I think I put this on my application. I actually do have a fear of hitting the ground after falling from a very high place.
Yeah. You want me to say yeah. That's what I was going to say, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I was going to be like...
if I was going to be honest, I was honestly going to say, heck yeah. Heck yeah.
For both. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Any other questions? Like, if there's a clear path and everyone has to run or something, and then make a raft, I would probably be leery of actually doing that. I would go for it, but the whole time I'm thinking, is there a faster way?
Yeah.
Honest? You want to run with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, your mouth is going up and down. Just go for it.
Waiting for a gap. I'm not going to be, we're not going to be like, oh, so-and-so left their jacket, let's throw it in the river. Or
what if it was Bear Grylls' jacket?
Oh, 3 interesting things people don't know right away about you.
We never discussed that we were going to put... Oh, okay. Begin. I'll begin. I will begin. 3 interesting things that people don't know about me. One is that I shot myself through 3 fingers with a nail gun. The nail went through, I pulled it out, and continued working. Yeah, but I like making my own journals, and so I make my own journals, and then I write that all. I write poems and stuff. But the truth is, I don't think I've ever written one for a girl. I hate semantics. Yeah, I'm just gonna stare at the camera.
I had my hand literally divided in 2 by a sword, and you might think, well, we said that you might not know initially looking, at you, but the scar is actually surprisingly difficult to see, considering that my hand was literally divided all the way back to here, completely split through. I can hum the tune of a song and beatbox at the same time.
You can?
I can.
I didn't even know that.
It's true. It's a well-kept secret because when people...
John, if I told you that Bryan and I were to get onto a new reality show, a wilderness survival reality TV show where teams compete, do you think we would stand a chance, and why? Why would we be good for the show in general? Or
do you think we'd suck?
No, honestly, I know that without question you would put up a really good fight. You guys would be incredible in the competition. Without question, I think you'd be in the finals, if not winning it, just by knowing you guys' endurance, and not just endurance, but just the fact that you guys push through anything.
Oh, Joe, come back here.
I just did it. Okay, I just finished a couple minutes ago, baby.
Joe. Well, I know you're a lot bigger than me, but we have to interview you, okay? This is not canned, by the way. Joe, Johnny and I want to be on a Survivor show. Okay? Why do you think we would win? Or do you think we would win?
I think you both would win because you two are both bad.